Are you an unintentional victim of these money traps that rob your wealth and keep you bound in the middle-class rat race? Failure to avoid these pitfalls is harmful to your financial health and can keep you reliant on a paycheck. Many people operate on autopilot, unaware of the simple actions preventing them from creating the wealth they desire. It may appear that there is never enough extra money, no matter how much you earn, to spend in a meaningful way, like investing for retirement or making purchases that are deemed important. Avoiding these middle-class money traps, particularly number one, will help you break free from the rat race and financially support the lifestyle you desire. Learning the fundamentals of investing may be the best thing you can do to secure a pleasant retirement, because the majority of your assets will be the result of interest on your investments over time. The only way to ensure you're making the best investment decisions for your unique scenario is to understand what you're investing in and the pros and disadvantages of different options. Listening to unfinancially stable friends and relatives or naively following the advice of a financial professional is gambling with your future. Consider two scenarios. If you invest $10,000 and continue to invest $500 per month for 30 years, the total amount would be $682,000. If you invest $10,000 and continue to invest $500 per month for 30 years, the total amount would be $578,000. Number 9. Trading attempting to beat the market. Now, trading attempting to beat the market by purchasing speculative investments in buying and selling during various market movements is a losing strategy. It is possible for skilled individuals like Warren Buffett and hedge fund manager Peter Lynch to outperform the market, but with investment fees, taxes, and emotions working against you, this is extremely difficult to do consistently. Number 8. Not tax planning. One of the best strategies for maximizing your money is focusing on your largest expenses, such as transportation and housing, but taxes are often your largest expense of all, so it makes sense to take note of what the rich do and maximize your tax situation. So if you're not paying more than necessary, there are many ways to legally reduce the amount you pay in tax, which include retirement accounts such as IRAs, 401ks, and Roth IRAs. Real estate investments are also popular. Mortgage interest insurance and costs reduce your taxable income, and the property might be depreciated, lowering your tax liability even further. How you make money is also an important factor to consider. Business owners have many opportunities to reduce their taxable income through expenses and write-offs, whereas employees are limited in this regard. Learning how to maximize your tax situation by working with a co-op will help you keep much more of your income, sometimes up to 2/3 of it. Number 7. Unwillingness to make changes. If you're not willing to make small changes to improve your situation, you could be missing out on significant growth. It's natural to be afraid of change because people want to be comfortable and don't want to put themselves in situations they're unfamiliar with, but change is sometimes necessary for advancement. One example of change is moving to a less desirable location because it will free up enough of your income to help you reach the next step, or taking in a roommate so you can find. Number 6. Not purchasing a home. Buying a home could be one of the best investments you make, but you must be cautious. For those who meet the criteria for homeownership, this could be a terrific method to enhance your finances. According to the most recent Federal Reserve data, the average net worth of the homeowner is $250,000. while renters have a net worth of slightly more than $6,000. One main reason for this is that homeowners often accumulate equity in a variety of ways. Their mortgage is paid down each month until it is finally owned free and clear, and the home's value is expected to improve. This asset could open new doors down the road because it can be rented out, sold, and the money used for something else, or the home's equity can be tapped with financing. Additionally, when you own a home, housing costs remain largely unchanged. Utilities, taxes, and maintenance costs rise slightly year to year, but remain the same for the most part because the price paid for the house will never change. Number 5. Not taking chances. Risk is a necessary aspect of growth. Without it, you'll be trapped in the same spot forever. How would you expect to improve in life if you never took any risks? To make a valid decision, you must weigh the amount of risk and reward. This may be in terms of finding a new job, changing careers, or starting that business that isn't sure to succeed. But if it does, the rewards could be life-changing. Making a big change like this is undoubtedly dangerous. What if you dislike it? What if the money isn't what you expected? Investing your money implies risk. Whether you're investing in a property or storing cash with the fear of inflation, you may avoid potential negatives by being prepared in case things don't work out, such as having enough money set aside or a plan B. Number 4. Spending money. Because you deserve to. A common mistake people make is buying items or spending money on experiences because they deserve it. They work hard, so they should reward themselves. Right? Well, there's some truth to this. Is it really a reward if it's setting you back to a point where you're uncomfortable financially? When you start earning a reasonably sized paycheck, you might be tempted to spend money on a brand new car you can finance, and so it doesn't sour you financially when you begin earning a Number 3, stating you don't care about money. A common phrase that a poor person would say is, "I don't care about money," claiming that they're fine being broke and exploited by a boss. How could this be true when these same people spend 40 hours or more every single week, 50 weeks per year, and bring home the less than desirable amount of money? The money earned now affects nearly every decision about their life. They live in a home they can afford, not a home they would choose if money were no object. Number 2, continuing in the wrong profession. When students are in high school, they are pressured to choose a career path that will keep them happily employed until retirement. As you might expect, this often results in young adults going into debt for a degree only to find out their career wasn't what they'd hoped for. Either the money isn't as good as they'd expected, or the job itself isn't something they enjoy. On the other hand, many young adults avoid the high pressure of deciding on a better career choice. It usually does not work out this way, but that doesn't mean you can't adapt. What if you could change career paths and earn double or triple your current income, or even more? Whether you want to venture into entrepreneurship or simply switch jobs, you can do so by developing an action plan with clearly defined goals and milestones to complete it. At first reasoning, one mentality that will never allow you to get ahead is believing that none of these principles will work for you. They may work for other people, but they won't work for me, because it may appear that you can't dig yourself out of a hole, but there are almost always options based on your current circumstances. This may not be what you want to hear, but the truth is that many of those who claim none of these ideas work for them are hesitant to make the necessary sacrifices, life changes, or take the necessary risks in order to better a condition that may need suffering or an inconvenience. Building wealth is probably simpler for some than for others, but following these tips could lead to a better living. Which of these money traps do you fall victim to, and which are you eager to avoid? Recognizing these patterns is crucial so that you can make the necessary modifications. It does not take a huge life-altering paradigm shift to establish your future prosperity. Start avoiding these harmful traps